Hello, hello. How's it going? I don't know if audio is gonna work. Can you let me know? Can you hear me? RG255 says I got 40 minutes. Can you hear me? Okay. And is it lagging or is it okay? Is it lagging? Can you see my dance moves or my dance moves like fuzzy? It's okay. Okay, good. I'm having to do some long way to get it to to get it to work. Um, But okay, if there's any lag or anything, can you let me know later? Um, just checking my computer's like it's good 60%, but 60% should be okay. Aeon's looking forward to this stream. So am I. So am I. Bad girl, how you doing? RG's got 40 minutes. Should be enough. Should be enough for most of the first half at the very least. Fish will never walk alone. Good to hear, Fish. How you doing? How's fish life? How's fish life in general? Hope fish life is going well for you. Who's playing today then? Benfica versus Bayern. Okay. Just gonna bring the lineups on the screen. If I can figure out how to do this. you know when it's been a few days and you're like, how do I do this again? There we go. Benfica got who they got? Trubin, Awasnes, I don't know who that is. Antonio Silva, Otamendi, and Dahl. Renato Sanchez, I know who that is. Barrero, Di Maria, Prestiani, Shalderup, and Pavlidis. But Bayern have got Neuer. Neuer is somehow still playing and still breathing, which is good to see. Bowie, Upamecano, Stanisic, Guerrero, Palhinha, Pavlovic, Sané, Bischoff, Gnabry, and Muller. Yeah, I think Bayern are probably winning this one. Fish says our Fulham. Which one is our Fulham? Benfica, I take it. Johnny. Hello, Johnny. How you doing? Hope you're good. I liked the Bellingham thing that you sent me. liked is probably an exaggeration. I was like, what on earth is this thing? But it was funny. Mason Greenwood says Awasnes is normally a central midfielder, top class player, linked with Barcelona recently. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, number 8. Got a centre midfielder's number. This guy. Okay. Fredrik Ausnes is a Norwegian player. Plays primarily as a midfielder, as Mason said. Looks alright. Let's see how he does. Neuer is still a beast, says Johnny. Yeah. Neuer's. I know the word generational gets thrown around a lot, but I think Neuer is one of those kind of generational players. How old is that guy? 39. Okay, not as old as I thought. RG says sorry I'm late. No problem, you weren't late. Fish says Shark is a Fulham fan. Is Shark somehow related to Fish? Close relation. Johnny says comment F Madrid if you think Umar is the best. Well, I will be commenting that later on. JR, JJR, JR, JR, JJR, JR, JR. So, yeah, I read the whole thing out. It says, "Come on, you Spurs." I think that was pretty much everyone in the Europa League final. We were all we were all pretty much Spurs fans. How do you feel about Ange? How do you feel about Ange getting sacked? I can't lie, I'm a bit sad about it. I quite liked Ange. Had a bit of a soft spot for Ange. I thought he was a good person, good manager as well. Won a good trophy. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see how Thomas Frank does. 12345 says, "Why you support my team?" Because I knew it would bother you slightly, so I thought therefore I have to do it. Fish is a Dortmund fan, but he will support Benfica. Are you a Dortmund fan? You never mentioned that before, that you're a Dortmund fan. I thought you were a Gornik Zabje fan, and occasionally a Liverpool fan. But Dortmund's a new one. The crowd are looking very. I want to say excited, but they don't look excited. Grantham has been building a bypass, but it's not finished yet. Wait, Grantham is Essex, isn't it? Oh no, sorry, it's Lincolnshire. I feel like you've told me this before. Well, let's hope they sort that out very soon. Uh, 12345 says, Ben Duckett, oh god, imagine having like a blocked nose in the summer. Ben Duckett, great innings this evening, 149. Dang. Did he kind of get bowled out? I don't watch cricket, so I don't have much awareness of it. But did he get bowled out eventually, or did he declare because it's too hot? Oh, they're doing the little weird solo entrances. You know how they think it's wrestling? They're doing that. Johnny says, when a goalkeeper performs good, we say that he performed like prime Neuer. Yeah, Neuer is the benchmark. I mean, you could definitely say that Neuer is the benchmark of this generation. When maybe Gigi Buffon. I don't know why that sounds so French, Gigi Buffon, but you can maybe say Gigi Buffon was the benchmark of the last generation. 12345 says, cool. Do you reckon, will he be annoyed that he was, and again, I don't watch cricket, so I don't know the context of this, but will he be annoyed that he was just one away from 150? Like, will that annoy him, or will he be like, you know what, 149 is still amazing? RG255 said 2026 is finished. Well, let's hope that goes to schedule. Is that, what's his name? Otamendi. It is Otamendi. I hope these solo entrances don't come to like European football, because it's a bit too wrestling-fied for my liking. 12345 says, of course. Johnny says, I hate Madrid, they're so annoying. Yeah, I can't say I'm the biggest Madrid fan either. But however, great knock. What does great knock mean? I feel like I should know this. I've heard this. My uncle used to say, oh, great knock. I'm like, what does that mean? I don't know what that means. Fish says, shave your beard. You don't want to see me with a shaved beard, Fish. It's not a good look. Trust me. This beard is doing a lot of work. It's doing a lot of work. And it's one of those things when people are like, oh my God, shave your beard, shave your beard, shave your beard. And then when you do it, they're like, why? Like, that's no good. So trust me, based on experience, the beard is an improvement. Ben says, when's the Kerkez announcement? Some people thought it would be today. Milos Monday, it was being called. But as you're aware, nothing happened. Maybe tomorrow. Apparently, he's agreed a deal. I saw something. Maybe I can show you. Where is it? I saw something earlier that he's agreed a deal. CR7 said, hi, how you doing, CR7? Ben says, you're my favorite live streamer. I appreciate the support, Ben. Appreciate the support that you always give. It's good to hear. Here's the latest that I have for you. And again, a lot of people will lie and say, oh, I've got inside information. And I'm like, guys, I don't have any inside information. I have the same information as everyone else. But if you see this here, Florian Plettenberg, everything is ready for the announcement of Kerkez. Medical passed, contract signed until 2030. So 5-year deal. Kerkez is now ready. So based on that, maybe tomorrow we might hear something. Fingers crossed. We will keep an eye out. Sean says, hi, how you doing, Sean? Hope you're well. Hope you're surviving the heat, because I'm not. I am dying. But I hope you're good. Christian. Ciao, Christian. How's life in Italy? I hope you're well. What's the temperature in Italy? Are you in Como, or do you just no? I think you're in Como, aren't you? In Italy, Como temperature. Oh, you got it quite hot as well, 28 degrees. But yeah, I hope you're well. Fish said the difference between Walsall and Warsaw. One of those places is like a developed country. It's like a developed area of the world. It's got fast travel. It's got beautiful buildings. It's got good job prospects, and it's got a lot going for them. That's one of them. And the other one is Walsall. It's just north of Birmingham. Derwood says, hope everyone's doing well. Yeah, hope you're well as well. Hope you're doing good. Hope you've had a nice weekend. Johnny says, you will look good without trust the process. Nah, I've seen it. I've seen myself without a beard. It's not nice. CR7 says, you're my favorite live YouTuber. Appreciate the support, CR7. Appreciate you as always. Charlie Hudson says, Dua Lipa to announce Kerkez. Is that true? Yes. Apparently she's going to sing One Left Back is All It Takes. Possibilities. Falling in love with Hungarians. I feel like that's how she's going to modify her song for the announcement. SR7, is Nico Williams overrated? I think a little overrated. And again, just my opinion. Again, I don't know any more than you guys. I think he's still a prospect, but he's still a very good prospect. JS says, who do you think you'll go down? Probably the three that came up, to be honest. What do you think? RG255 says, Trent is a joke for Liverpool Football Club. Can I just ask as well, for the people on TikTok, I presume the audio is okay, and I presume it's not lagging, because I had to do like a long thing to make it work. But I haven't had any complaints, so I presume it's okay. Trent is a joke for Liverpool. He left us. It made me mad as he basically made a joke out of Liverpool fans. I'll show you something in a bit that will make you even more mad. If you give me a second. Ben thinks 8. Ayan says Kerkez is going to play for Liverpool next season. 100%. I think we're just waiting for the announcement now. Just to kind of see when the announcement will be. This match has started. I'll set the timer. Again, I know the chat is more interesting than the match, but I need to look vaguely professional. You know what I mean? There we go. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Crystal Palace and Villa Europa League could certainly happen. Christian's in the Lake of Como. Nice. Well, hopefully being by the lake, hopefully it's not as hot, I guess. I don't know if that's a thing, but hopefully I guess it will be more humid. But yeah, hope the weather's okay. Trent was my favorite player, but he left, bro. Yeah, he did leave. I'll be honest, he wasn't my favorite player. And like, yeah, it is what it is. I've kind of moved on. Johnny says CR7. Oh my God, is Kerkez a Liverpool player now? Is he going to play next season? Says Ayan Abs. Not yet, but maybe tomorrow. Henry Cole says Tottenham is better. Well, Tottenham were better than a lot of teams in Europe this season. It's not too long. Oh, has Vincent Kompany been hitting the gym? He's massive. Like he's like twice the size that he was when he was playing. But yeah, come on, you Spurs and all that. Yeah, the announcement will probably be tomorrow. CR7 says, do you like Barcelona, the football team? Well, we do have a few Barcelona fans in the chat, so therefore I must say yes. But yeah, I was happy that they won the league this year. I think they got an exciting team, exciting forwards, exciting to watch as well. So I like watching them. Oh, what is it? Says RG255. You have to remind me what the question was. Is the announcement next? Yeah, announcement will probably be tomorrow. And again, I have to stress, I don't have any special knowledge or any special news. People will lie to you and say, I have insider information that's going to happen tomorrow. They don't. We just all go based off the same news that kind of everyone has. I got a feeling it might happen tomorrow, but it's just a feeling. I'll probably be wrong. It wouldn't be the first time, but let's see. RG255 is not particularly happy. That's not great to see. Johnny says, Nico is not overrated. If you say he is, I will break into your house and write Visca Barca on the wall. But which wall specifically would you write that on? That's the question. Are you going to write it on the black wall at the back so that everyone can see it? That's probably the best one. Like on that side, there's a door. You can maybe write it over here, but then it'd be hard to see. I think you should write it on the back wall there. But no, I like Nico Williams. I think he just needs to work on his end product a little bit. But on the other hand, I think as human beings, we do have a tendency to perhaps be a bit too harsh on young players sometimes. So I'm sure he'll develop. Christian said, I do not speak English. Let me translate this for you, Christian. We're talking about Nico Williams, who plays... My goal is... Why is it not showing it? What's going on? Why is it showing Manuel Neuer? Give me a second to fix this for you. Oh, because I'm an idiot. I've typed it in the wrong web browser. Give me a second. Patience is a virtue. 1 second. So for Christian, stavamo parlando de Nico Williams de c'è Giosa nel Barcelona. I hope that's accurate. Henry Cole says, love you for liking Spurs. Yeah, appreciate that. Super happy that Spurs won the Europa League. I would like to have seen Ange given another season, but it is what it is. How do you feel about Thomas Frank? Do you think he'll do well, or do you think what are your expectations? I guess Jim Byfield says, "Wow, that is the reaction I tend to invoke, Jim. Sometimes for good reasons and sometimes for bad, but it is what it is." Johnny's a Barcelona fan, we know that. He's gonna write it on the black wall there so everyone can see it. Genus says, "Who will you book today?" What do you mean by book? Explain what you mean by book. I'd love to be a referee who could book people, but unfortunately I cannot do that. Abs Khan says, "Brother, where can I get the Liverpool top you have on?" It's like a retro one. I think it might be the 89-90 one. I think, but you'll have to double check. I mean, if you just Google like Liverpool retro kits, I think this is the 89. If you want me to find the specific which one it is, let me know. I can look. But yeah, if you just Google, retro kits, it should come on. RG245 says, "Told me it, please." What does that mean? What does "told me it" mean? RG255 said, "Don't ban me, please." Yeah, I don't think I've banned it. I know I have. I have actually banned a few people. I wouldn't ban you. You're cool. Hope the weather has cooled down a little, because I think you sent it here. Yeah, we've sent it west. We're at 90 degrees Fahrenheit, but it feels like 37. Yeah, I know. I know the feeling. We had the thing is in England, and the way they build the houses to keep the heat inside. So it's very hot because most of our year it's cold. So the houses, they've got like tons of insulation in the wall. So yeah, it was 30 last week. It felt like 40. But it's cooled down a bit. So I literally think we have sent the hot weather towards you. I think you mentioned you were by a lake as well, and I think the humidity also can sometimes make it feel a bit hotter. But yeah, I hope that cools down a bit. I was looking at like holiday destinations today, and like every country is like so hot. And I was like, oh god, I was trying to get like a little holiday in like before the Premier League starts, and I'm like, nah, it's too hot everywhere. So I'm gonna go in October now after the league starts. But what can you do? But I was trying to get like something. I was like, oh, let's look at Paris. I was like, nah, Paris is too hot. And I was like, let's look at Italy. I was like, nah, Italy's way too hot. So I'm just gonna stay at home next to my fan. Johnny says, did you get an update on the BMW M5 edit? Yeah, I did actually. I did. He was here a few days ago, but he said he hasn't had the chance to work on it yet. And I said, yeah, don't worry, it's really hot anyway. But I did. Abs says, where can I buy the Liverpool top you have on? I'll try googling where I specifically got mine from. But if you like Google buy retro Liverpool shirts, there's loads of those places. Arushan says, hi, how you doing, Arushan? Hope you're well. Thomas Frank should be better than Ange. Fair enough. I think he's a good coach, Thomas Frank. It will be a big step up for him. Will 100% be a big step up for him. But equally, like every manager has a big step up eventually. You know, like if you're a good manager, eventually you have a big step up. So yeah, let's I'm interested to see kind of what happens. Johnny's the opposite. It says, hate me, but Spurs are and will always be rubbish without Kane and Son. Son's still there, to be fair. But yeah, I'd say other than Liverpool, I'm perhaps most intrigued to see kind of what Spurs do. Given they've changed their manager and given they won like a major cup. RG 255 says, "Tell what you want to know. Tell me the question." Henry's gonna flip. Take care, Henry. All the best. Sonny's here. Now finally we've got the two brothers at the same time. Because what happens every time, Johnny's there at the start and says, "Where's my brother?" And then maybe Johnny leaves halfway. And then Sonny turns up and is like, "Where's my brother?" So now thankfully we have both here at the same time. And I can hopefully confirm that they are different people. What did Sonny say? Where's my dog Naldo? Oh, is he still crying that he wasn't allowed in the Club World Cup? He probably is. What I find most funny is whenever whenever Sonny has to go, he says, "Hi, I'm going. Goodbye. Goodbye to everyone apart from Ronaldo." And then he'll write like 2 lines about why he hates Ronaldo. It's like, okay, I need to go now. Goodbye to everyone apart from to Ronaldo, who I hope has the worst day ever. It's literally like the funniest thing ever. Johnny says, every country and their women are hot. Yeah, not picky, just like me. It's always very humid here from the lake. It's supposed to cool down a little for a few days. Okay, that's good to hear. It's so difficult to kind of do anything when it's hot. I got a fan here. I got another fan here. I don't know if you can see it. Nah. But yeah, it's one of those things that I find so weird. Like a lot of people are like, "No, I love the heat. No, it's so nice," and I'm like, it's really not nice at all. But yeah, cool weather is the way to go. Benfica have just scored. Seeing this goal here. Nice little goal there. Kind of cross from that midfielder playing right back. Ausnes or something. Nice little goal by Shelder. Sonny says that's BS. And bro, a Europa. Let's see what Thomas Frank will do. Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna miss Ange. I liked Ange. He had a good heart. Johnny says hi, Sonny. So we can confirm that they're two different people. Yeah, the bad news. Sorry, yeah. Let me show you. So you were saying about Trent being your favorite player. Oh, how do I find it? Oh, here you go. So this is a post that Trent's brother made on Instagram. So RG255 was asking about, and then he left a comment on there saying that was just negative energy for us to feed off. So he's basically calling the Liverpool fans negative, and yeah, it's not not a good look, to be fair. Like, negative energy for us to feed off. It just comes across as a bit pretentious, and a bit kind of ungrateful, and it just kind of symbolizes the kind of lack of awareness this entire collective have. So good luck at Aston Villa in 2 years. That's what I say. Johnny says, Sonny, you have Madrid dog. It's good to hear. Cody says, when is Kerkez getting announced? Probably tomorrow. A bit of news came out earlier that he's signed the contract now. So with that in mind, probably tomorrow. It will not be Milos Monday. It will be... What? I need something that begins with T. It will be the left back Tuesday. There you go. That begins with T. It doesn't quite have the same ring to it as the Milos Monday. That is very true, Johnny. Now it's the proof that we are not the same person. I do have the evidence now, so that's it's very reassuring, should we say? Very reassuring. Sonny says the thing with Harry Kane is that he was like the curse for Spurs, and vice versa. They were never meant to be. They were never meant to be champion together. True. It's just one of those things. It's just one of those things. The funny thing is, after Kane left, Kane won a trophy, and also Spurs won a trophy in the same season. So maybe it was never meant to be. Johnny says, Sonny, do you know about Yamal's new girlfriend? Is this the one that is like 10 years older than him? Isn't she like 29? So if I recall, Johnny turned someone down because she was 21 and Johnny's 17. Which just shows you've got better ethics than Yamal. Yeah, I think 29 from what I heard. Sonny says, hola, Johnny. Is Nico Williams to Barcelona done? Has Romano said anything? Question for Johnny there. Me personally, I'm not sure either. maybe Johnny knows. Durwood says, isn't Son leaving Spurs, or was that just another rumour? I've not seen anything on it. I mean, if you wanted to leave, this might be a good time to do it. Should we have a quick look? Can't see anything, but we will keep an eye out. RG255 is not particularly happy about what Trent's brother posted. Oh, and his page is gone, has it? Has his entire page gone? The update that I had was that he kind of disabled comments, if you know what I mean. So which you can do. I didn't know he deleted his own page. That is crazy. I mean, if that's a admission of guilt to a certain degree. Johnny says, Sonny, Nico Williams is coming to Barcelona. I guess if Nico Williams does go there, that means they probably don't need Luis Diaz. So it would be interesting. And again, not to make everything about Liverpool. But if he does go, it'll be interesting to see what happens with Diaz. RG255 saying sorry. What are you saying sorry about? I don't understand. Please elaborate. Shamus says, you think we'll win the league next season? I think so. I think we've strengthened in the right positions. Brought a number 10, brought a right back, brought a left back. Whereas the other teams haven't really strengthened. Like Man City bought a few players, but I'm like, Chelsea is one where I'm a bit intrigued to see what will happen, and Newcastle is another one where I'm a bit intrigued to see what will happen. But right now I'm not concerned. But let's see what happens when we get to the end of the window, I guess. That will be the indicator. Sonny says, I don't know about Madrid, but I know for a fact that I have a penal dog. It's quite... Oh, gosh. This is what I was saying earlier, that the first half is about something else, and then the second half will be hating on Ronaldo, and it's just quite funny. But I have a penal dog. It's quite an expensive breed. It's from Saudi in a dump yard, I assume. What treat does he like? Treats? Are the treats like penalties? Is that how it works? Shamas says this transfer window is a dream. Yeah, it's the best transfer window that I can remember in a while, to be fair. Of course, we're comparing it to last year when we didn't buy anyone, but also in comparison to previous years, I don't remember one this good. And the other thing is, it's not even done yet. We're probably gonna buy a few more players. Sonny says girlfriend is 30, Yamal is 17. Yamal, get out of this BS relationship. Really? I thought that's worse than I thought. Because the rule is half your age plus 7, right? So half her age is 15, plus 7 is 22. So the youngest you can date is 22. Isn't that the rule? The official rule? 17 and 30 is crazy. Yeah. Yamal is a victim first to Nuno Mendes. Nah, this 30-year-old. Yeah. I mean, I think Nuno Mendes is closer to his age, so I think that's he should stick. He should perhaps stick to Nuno Mendes. Johnny says, yes, Nico Williams is coming home, baby. Is love life. Now, this is 17 years of pain. I feel happy. Fair enough. Nico in the left wing, Yamal in the right wing. Is that like cannons to the left of them, cannons to the right of them? Does anyone know the reference? Probably not. Lewandowski in striker. Volley and thunder. And Rafinha in central attacking midfielder. Deadly attack, but still no defense. Like no new right back or left back. If Balde and Kunde gets injured, we are screwed. Yeah, your attack is amazing. They just need to buy a centre back and buy potentially some full backs at the back. It's weird. That's the only way I can put it. Now I don't know what will happen to our left winger and cams. Is it like a FFP thing where you might have to like sell some of them to buy another? It certainly could be. Jenny Thong is here after a correct prediction of, was it the Nations League final that you got bang on correct? When you said like 2-2 and penalties, it was one of those. What you think to your Liverpool new fix, mate? What does that mean, new fix? You'll have to expand on that. Girlfriend is 29, not that I'm condoning it. Okay. So is Yamal 17 and she's 29? Is that how it works? Because even that's a bit weird, I can't lie. Yeah, Yamal is 17. She's 29. Nah, that's weird. Can't lie. That's a bit odd. A bit odd and a bit concerning. Johnny says, Sonny, how much is Penaldo, dog? Because I want it to take my penalty. Well, penalties are the treats that this Penaldo dog enjoys by the sounds of it. Son was approached by Celtic, but they can't afford his wages. I hear ya. It's perhaps a bit early for Son to go to Scotland. No shade on Scotland. Yeah. I'm not surprised they can't. I'm not surprised they can't afford his wages. Sonny says, Johnny, 17 years of pain. Were you not alive in 2015? Well, he would have been in 2015. He wouldn't have been alive in 2005. I still remember 2005 quite clearly. Johnny. So if it's 2025, Johnny will be born 2008 or 2009. AFC Benjamin Tesco. Oh, that's a good one. I've not heard of that, but I like that. Benjamin Tesco. Oh, good. And Scrubamendi, yay! And Kepa, can't for. So is it Benjamin Tesco and your Kepa card instead of your club card? Is that how it is? But yeah, I'm surprised Arsenal haven't been a bit more aggressive in this window. Hopefully they have stuff planned. Johnny says, if Rafinha can play cam, what will happen to our cams? That's a good question. Who have you got? You've got Olmo. I guess Pedri can play there. I guess it depends if you need to balance the books or not. If you don't need to balance the books, you'll probably keep them. If you do need to balance the books, maybe you let one of them go. Short for fixture list. Indeed. We'll bring it up here. Opening game against Bournemouth. So Kerkez will be heading straight back. Well, not back because it's at Anfield. I think that's a good game. I'm always a bit wary about getting promoted teams at the first game of the season because promoted teams are just full of energy and full of enthusiasm. So I'll take that. Newcastle away, again, I'd take early because I think Newcastle, they're a dangerous team. So I'd rather get the dangerous fixtures out earlier-ish before they've got a chance to get their rhythm together, if that makes sense. Liverpool, Arsenal, again, similar. I think it's okay. I think it's fine. Could be worse. If it was like promoted team away, first game of the season, I'd be concerned. But I think it's okay. I think it's all right. RG255 said, rules for the live, no turn 360. Do I turn 360? 360 would be looking in the same direction I am. Do you mean no turning 90 degrees? I can't. That's going to be a bit hard because I've got a window here, which is whenever someone walks past. I don't do it deliberately. Whenever someone walks past, I just look at. RG255 really wants me to search for the Grantham bypass. Well, since it's that important to you, I will do that. There you go. So on today's football stream, we are discussing the Grantham bypass. A bridge design error causes a year's delay and 10 to 20 million pound cost hike on the Lincolnshire Road project. There you go, RG255. You're building a bypass which is significantly late and significantly over budget. If that was on time, we could have used that 20 million to buy a defensive midfielder, but unfortunately not. I reckon Son goes to play in South Korea, where Jesse Lingard is. That's probably a good shout. I'd like him. I'd like to. How do I say this? I'd like to see him at the top level for maybe one more season, but if he doesn't want to, then it is what it is. Sunny says, is that Bukayo Saka? It is the real Saka. Fermin Lopez, true, is another good one. What, aka The Weekend, says, what's your opinion on Liverpool's transfer activity? What? Yeah, super happy with it so far. Got a really good attacking midfielder, got a really good right back, got a really good left back. Seem to have gotten a really good youth team goalkeeper in Armin Pexi. I said just add a striker to that. Add a striker to that and a defender, and I will be delighted. Add a striker, a defender, and a defensive midfielder, and it would be the best window ever. But I think there's more chance of having the former or the latter. Neom FBA, how you doing? Good to see you. Who do you think will sign next? Probably a centre back and a striker. Who it is? No idea. And again, I'm not going to pretend that I have inside information because I don't. RG255 said, I saw your video about Pokemon and Yamal. Yes, that was a conversation I think that Johnny here prompted a few weeks ago when he said Yamal looks like Sceptile. And then we were Googling it and I was like, I see what you mean, but I think he looks a bit more like Hitmonlee. I just thought it was quite funny, so then I clipped it up and I posted it. Johnny says, man, I was a kid. I had to go to school, and who will be happy to school? I was happy, but not super happy. Yeah, that's my memory of school as well. Got a joke for you. Here it is, says Johnny. 2 packets of crisps. Walking down the road, a car pulls up. Excuse me, ladies, would you like a lift? He said, sorry, we're walkers. That is pretty good. Unfortunately, our friends across the pond may not understand, because I think in the US, walkers are called lays, but I like it. It's pretty good. Just out of curiosity, what are your like crisp rankings, like in terms of flavors? Because mine is quite controversial. But I like that. I might reuse that. Fish is back. Good to hear. Where did you go? That's the question. But glad you're back. RG says, I commented on your video and you didn't go live for 2 days. I was live the day before yesterday. I wasn't live on TikTok because I'm having complications getting it to work. I think I've got it to work today and I've had no complaints. So fingers crossed we should be okay from now on. That is true. Need to be wary about Benzema. Liverpool are going insane with the signings, said Sam. Yeah, and I'm kind of loving it. I do think they will balance the books to a certain degree. I think Nunez will go. Unfortunately, I think Elliott will go. Kwanzaa's pretty much already gone. So I do think they'll balance the books to a certain degree and get to a more reasonable net figure. So if it's like 300 million gross, it'll probably be 100 million net after sales and incomings. So yeah, they're being intelligent, but equally, yeah, I'm liking the insane nature of what they're doing. If Son leaves, he'll probably go to Turkey. He certainly could do. He probably doesn't need to go to Turkey. He's got a full head of hair. But maybe he can take some of the bold Spurs players with him. Sonny said, by the way, late happy 38th birthday to the GOAT Lionel Messi. Penal dog, just retire already and spare the world of appalling atrocities. I think if Ronaldo was to read all the comments that you put, he would retire. He'd retire not just from football, but also from public life. A20 Ho says, is this Mo Salad? I wish it was. I wish it was Mo Salad. It's more like Mo Pizza, to be honest. But that's close relation of Mo Salad. Sunny says, hey Jenny, I see there is a man who is leashed like a dog. Must be but if Penal dog's the dog, who's holding the leash? Is it Messi? Is Messi holding the leash in this situation? RG255 says, bro, put me on your next video. Yeah, I just clipped the funny moments. I can't clip me searching for the Grantham bypass because everyone will be like, why is he doing that? But yeah, any kind of random funny moments I tend to clip up. Oh, really? Lyon were relegated to League Two for financial, but Manchiti is still waiting. Wow, so they were still despite selling Shirky, they still got relegated. Well, hopefully, Ryan Shirky is a bad luck charm with respect to financial punishment. So he's gonna take that bad luck from Lyon and get Man City punished. Yeah, Wim. Saw that. Delwood just posted it above. Lyon relegated. Crazy, man. Lyon, big team, lot of history. I was going to say Fishes, but then I said Johnny's top 10 hottest footballers. Number 1, me. Number 2, you. You, what's Mama Carter? What is that? You Mama Carter, what's that? 3 is Sonny. Okay, Sonny's a new entry. 4 is himself again. Fine. 5 is Hazard. 6 is 7 is me. 8 is me. 9 is Pele. And 10 is... I think that's 9 me's, but I'm going to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 10. I was close. But in position 10, it's Johnny 10 times over. But it's always good to see this. Sonny says everyone gets leash from me if it's for pen. Fair enough. There's going to be a lot of handles on this leash. I don't know if I have anything to... It's going to be like a plant with the tree with the branches coming off. 1 bottom, 2 bottom, 3 bottom, says RG. Yeah, apparently. Apparently they've gone down to League 2 because of financial irresponsibility. People are saying 508 million in debt. Wow, we need to look this up. I had no idea about this. I've searched. I can't spell Leon, even though it's 4 letters. Seb, Nottingham Forest, said, hi, how you doing, Seb? Hope you're well. Thoughts on Murillo? Apparently Murillo might be on the move. How would you feel about that? I think Murillo's a top centre-back. Oh, wow, this news has just come out. Okay, fair enough. Lyon relegation to League 2 confirmed. French Giants kicked out after racking up 500 million in debt. I hear you, but like equally, like what's... Maybe I'm being a bit too nice, but what is kicking them out going to do? Because if you kick them out, they're going to make even less money. Are they seeing it as more? They're seeing it as more of a punishment rather than a rehabilitation thing, I guess. Because let's be honest, nobody watches the French league in general, and absolutely nobody watches the French second league. So is that going to be years and years and decades for Lyon in the second tier? Who knows? He meant Mamacita. Again, I'm a bit concerned why I'm being called Mamacita, but I'll take it as a compliment. Johnny says Benzema is a top 15 player of all time. Would you say of all time, Johnny? Benzema's within your top 15 of all time, or just in recent times? Seb says hi. Sunny says Man City must have very good lawyers. I've heard they do. They've got the finest lawyers that money can buy. I might need them. See, this is the thing. Like the first sentence will always be like something very serious. Always be something very serious. And then the second half will be like some sort of dig or some sort of jab at Ronaldo. I mean, I love it. It's hilarious. It's just It's just the it's just the randomest thing. It's like you could ask Sunny. You could ask Sunny, "What's the time?" You say, "Sunny, what's the time?" And Sunny will say, "Well, for you it's 8 o'clock, but for Penaldo it's time to retire." He'll say something like that. Uh, Search up the most funny thing in football. I don't know what I'd get if I searched that up to be funny. Benzema in 2022. Okay, so that version for you, would you say? The 2022 Benzema, he's your top 15 ever. Is that the year that he won the Ballon d'Or? I just realized there's a game on. Like, I was like, oh yeah, it's Benfica, it's Bayern. I'll be honest, I have absolutely no clue. I know this video is called Watch Along. I have absolutely no clue what's happened in this game. That's all right. Just like Ozil says, my boy Benzi. If you're 9, then he's about to die. I hear ya. I hear ya. Johnny's asking about the plane crash that happened. Yeah, it was weird, wasn't it? Apparently, like it crashed like soon after takeoff or something. Have they gotten to the bottom of kind of what the reason for that was? Is very really weird. Yeah, I need to look that up to see if they've kind of found out any more about it. Yaxi says, have you heard about the new Irish youngster? That is a very unfortunate name for this Irish youngster. This is oh, I thought they were gonna score there. Yeah, unfortunate name, man. I'm surprised I've not heard of him with a name like that. Oh god. It is a good one, to be fair. I'm just gonna leave it up because it's quite funny. Ooh, the fans are getting like proper angry in the crowd. It's like, it's not that serious, guys. It's just a friendly. Sunny says, I won't make fun of the plane, but I will say I hope Penaldo goes to the toilet and find out there was no toilet paper and washes himself with his tears from the countless hours. Is that like enough tears for him to have a shower by the sounds of it? Johnny says, my girl Benzi is 15 out of 10. Interesting. Iram is 99 says, keep these comments to YouTube shorts. Yeah, it's pretty funny. I can't lie. Keeps things entertaining, shall we say? Keeps things light-hearted. Johnny's with Sunny for this one. Interesting. So yeah, the two brothers are uniting again. Good to hear. Two brothers, aka two Barcelona fans. Iram is 99. Do you know Wycliffe John? Wycliffe John is he was like an artist back in my day. Is he like, he made the song with The Rock, right? It doesn't matter. Is that what you're referring to? Or has this new person made a song about Wycliffe John? Florian Wirtz says, yo. Hello, Florian. How are you? How are you finding life in the north of England? Who is the Shakespeare of football? Thiago. I don't know. Thiago is just the first one that came to mind. So if it's someone who's the Shakespeare of football, that would have to mean they're quite poetic. Someone like that. It's a deep question, to be fair. It's a lot harder than your Pokemon question, I can't lie. Maybe someone like Thiago or like Iniesta. Someone like that. Or alternatively, someone like Gio, who says, I am Shakespeare. Yeah, you know what? I've changed my mind. Not Thiago. I think the Shakespeare of football is Gio. Oh, you meaning commentators? Oh, I didn't know that. There's me trying to get all deep and poetic, and you're like, I didn't mean in a football sense. I meant in a commentator sense. To be honest with you, I'm not a huge fan of most of the commentators. I find them quite jarring and kind of, yeah. I rarely feel like the commentators add much. Sometimes on football matches, there's an option to like disable the commentator and just hear like the match sounds. That's what I tend to pick, to be honest with you. But yeah, what do you think? Gio says, thanks for the kind words, man. No problem, no problem. Benjamin Turner says, are you not managing Man United now? I am, and you've caught me in the act. Since I landed from Portugal, this is the team that I really wanted to join, but I couldn't. So I've infiltrated Man United. I almost got them relegated. But maybe I'll get them relegated next year. But yeah, just don't tell my bosses at Ineos about what you've seen here, because I will deny it, and then I will pretend it's AI. Sonny says, who is the clown and dog of football? A guess. I didn't need that guess, but I guess his name initials are CR. Claudio Ranieri. I wouldn't say Claudio Ranieri is a clown and a dog. Which other ones can we think of? Which other ones can we think of that are not Cristiano Ronaldo? CR. Bruno Fernandes. How is Bruno Fernandes CR? or do you just mean in general? In general, the clown and dog of football. The clue was that his initials are CR. Now, obviously, he means Cristiano Ronaldo. But I'm saying, is it Claudio Ranieri, or is it who else? Who else begins with CR, man? I'm just happy I came up with Claudio Ranieri. Can't lie. Peter Dury, Scaloni will be fainted. Messi will be sainted. Minus will be committed. Well, if he is, there won't be any more. There won't be any more penalties. Penaldos are going to wash it with sand like in Saudi, and his shirt number is 7. Very true. So it's half time in this game. I know everyone cares about this game a lot. Oh, God. What's the score? It's 1-0. Oh, the Dua Lipa concert, that's today. The Liverpool Dua Lipa concert. Look at that. That's weird. I'm sorry. That looks so weird. So where you have like the Anfield, I think that's the Anfield Road end, right? Yeah. So that's the Anfield Road end, and they just like plonked like a stadium there. That just looks so wrong. Like, I'm not one of these, oh my god, the football ground is sacred type of guys, but that just looks weird. You literally got like Kenny Dalglish stand there, which means this is the main stand from where the photo was taken, and then the cop is on the right. But that just looks weird. No one else thinks that just looks weird. Just plonking like a stage there. I don't know. This game is so good. What a masterpiece, yeah, man. It's masterpiece in patience. Masterpiece in patience and alertness. See, I always fill this glass up, right, and I never drink any of it. That's life. So, Sunny's on a roll today. I don't know what you had for breakfast, but have it for breakfast every day. Sunny says, "One kiss, the unofficial theme song of Liverpool, and for Pinaldo is one boot is all it takes." And then instead of possibilities is the next line penalties. No, I thought that was a good one. Just shut the game up. That's an option. It allows me to time box the stream, because otherwise I'd be here for like 5 hours. Jason asks, has Milos Kerkez at Liverpool, basically has he joined yet? Not yet. Some news came out today, which I can maybe show you, that he signed a contract. It was that Plettenberg guy, Florian Plettenberg, this guy. So there's this one here. Everything is ready for the announcement of Kerkez. Medical passed, contract signed until 2030. Kerkez is now red. So this journalist, he's a Sky Sports journalist. He's all right, I guess. Has said the contract is signed, but there's been no official announcement. So if this guy is accurate, then hopefully there'll be an announcement tomorrow. Emirhan says Galatasaray. Lots of Galatasaray fans, to be fair, but yeah. How you doing, Emirhan? Hope you're good. Hope you're well. Hope Galatasaray are also doing well. Jason thinks it will be tomorrow. Yeah, I've got a feeling it will be tomorrow as well. I reckon after the Kerkez signing is signed, there then might be a bit of a quiet period, I think. Until maybe they get a centre back in, maybe a striker. But yeah, Kerkez should be done tomorrow. Emirhan loves a bit of Galatasaray, and loves a medium amount of Galatasaray, and also loves a lot of Galatasaray. But yeah, hope you're doing good. One kiss is all it takes to F Madrid when they mention 15 Champions League. I'm liking the Dua Lipa puns. Jason says Milos Kerkez, good player. Yeah, he's a bit like a I don't know how you feel about it, but he reminds me a bit of Robertson when he was younger. I think that's the short way of kind of explaining him. But yeah, I'm excited to see him. Jason supports Liverpool. Good to hear. Most of us here support Liverpool, to be fair, but got pretty much fans of every club. But yeah, I'm a Liverpool fan as well. But yeah, good to have you here, Jason. D says top content, lad. Appreciate that, D. How you doing? Hope you're well. Hope you're doing good. We get it. You love Galatasaray. I'm trying to be nice, Sonny. I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be nice to people. Johnny says, Sonny hate tap-in merchant. I hate 15 Champions League merchant. Yeah. What do I hate? I don't know if I hate anything football related. Maybe Trent's brother to a certain degree. Caden says, I support the Cherries. Very nice. Are you excited for next season? How did you feel about kind of last season? How do you feel about Kerkez going? I think you've signed a replacement, to be fair. It'll be interesting to kind of see where kind of Bournemouth go from here. But because there was Housen as well, wasn't there? Housen went to Madrid. I mean, the positive is you'll have a lot of money, so you can do you can buy quite a lot with that. Especially with like Kerkez, I think you bought him for like 10 million, and then you sold him for like 40. And probably similar for Housen. I think you bought Housen for like 12 million, and then you sold him for 50. So by you spent 20 million, but then you raised 100 million. So hopefully you can spend that quite well. Durwood says, I think Liverpool will take a break from pushing fast to sign anyone until after they make sales. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're 100% correct. So we've had this time period of kind of incomings. And I think after Kerkez is done, we'll have a kind of time period of outgoing. So Kwanzaa, a certain attacking midfielder that we can't mention, possibly Chiesa, possibly Chiesa, definitely Nunez. Yeah, I think we'll have that period, and then hopefully some more will come in. D sent 1 Rose, appreciate that, D. D says, are you streaming on TikTok or anywhere else? Oh, everywhere. I am on TikTok and also on Twitch and also on YouTube and also on Kick. So TikTok is vertical. YouTube is vertical and horizontal. Twitch is horizontal. And Kick is horizontal. I feel like horizontal might be better because then sometimes I'm a bit self-conscious that you can just see my fat face like too much on the vertical. Whereas on the horizontal, you can see like my room a bit more. But people prefer what people prefer. As Jason said there, we're getting Kerkez from Bournemouth. Yeah, excited. Very excited to see that. Caden says, I think we're going to struggle, but we should get our form back. Yeah, fingers crossed. I hope the money is invested quite well. Because if you think about it, you quadrupled your money to a certain degree. You paid 20 million, you got 100 million. That's probably a positive way of looking at it. Ty Blocks says, hi Ty Blocks, how you doing? Hope you're well. Sunny says, what's the one thing or result you will change if you got a chance to go back in time? He's doing it again. He's gonna start with a serious question, and then the second half will be hating on Ronaldo. For me, I would go back and slide tackle Ronaldo when he was 50. Dude, I ruined his career. I guess it could have. I guess it could have been worse. I guess you haven't said, go back to when Ronaldo was an infant, but it is what it is. Oh, that's an interesting question, Sonny. Will you date a Madrid fan girl if she's a 9 out of 10? I got a chance and rejected it. I haven't had anything that similar, but like on like kind of dating apps and things. So I'm like in the past, like a girl's profile has come up and she was wearing like a Man United shirt, and I was like, nah. I was like, this not. I didn't even read anything else. I was like, this no. It's like no, this not gonna work. It's not gonna work. That's how shallow we are. Sonny needs those Man City lawyers. You do to spare you from Ronaldo. Jason says Liverpool getting Marc Guehi. I think if Liverpool do get Marc Guehi, that would be a really nice bit of business. Because we'd be getting Guehi for the same price that we're selling Kwanzaa, right? And Guehi is a full England international, whereas Kwanzaa's more of a kind of under 21 player. Guehi's still only 24, to be fair. So I think if we do that is clever. That is clever. Johnny says top 15 Madrid players. I don't know. I don't know if I can get to. Don't know if I can get to 15. I can't say CR7 because Sonny's here. But R9, I quite like Raul back in the day. I know many people don't. Roberto Carlos, Iker Casillas, kind of very good. Figo, Zidane, obviously. Lots of good players, man. D says, do you reckon Harvey Elliott's leaving for about 40 million? Same with Ben Doak, he's rumoured to go for about 25. I do think both will leave. I do really like both of them. So I hope there's some sort of buyback clause in there. Because, for Kwanzaa, apparently there's a buyback clause that we can get him back. So I hope if these two do go, there are buyback clauses in for them both. Because I really like them. I hope for Elliott we can get a bit more than 40. Like, if we can get like 45, 50, I'm like, okay, that's more like it. But yeah, Ben Doak 50 is it? Sorry, Ben Doak 25. Sorry, is a good price. Johnny's a fan of Twitch. Yep, Johnny says Twitch is the best. Jaden, how you doing, Jaden? What's happening with Isak, mate? To be honest, nothing. Nothing at the moment, as far as I can see. Liverpool are interested. But Newcastle obviously don't want to sell. So I think what's going to happen is I feel like the ball is in Isak's court. Where if Isak really, really wants to come, he needs to put pressure on Newcastle to say, I want to go. If Isak doesn't put any pressure on, nothing will happen. Caden says, if we spend the money wisely, we could challenge for Europe. Yeah, you're most of the way there, to be fair. So with a couple of additions, it's certainly possible. Johnny says, why 15? Johnny, that was your own question, top 15 Madrid players. Why are you saying why 15? Like, that's your own question. I'd understand if somebody else asked it. Sunny says, yeah, because I will change her to a coolers. If not, then break up. It's a date, not a marriage. Fair enough. I hear ya. Onana invincible next season and Anthony top scorer. It's more likely than Arsenal winning the Premier League. Yeah. I would have expected Arsenal to show a bit more urgency. Like, they haven't seemed to have done anything. You know what I mean? Especially with respect to kind of getting a striker. But right now, I still think Liverpool would be the favourites. Red as 100 has a Darwin Núñez picture, I think, and says Nan just fell down the stairs. Well, given that Darwin Núñez was directing her, I'm not surprised. But if she has, I hope she's okay. I'd rather drink poison than dating a penal dog lover. I hear ya. D, with a bit of concern for Red as Nan. Yeah, hope she's okay. She's alright. 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 She Johnny will send somebody to Pinaldo's house, but I can't read that one out. Mo Salah, the best Liverpool player, 100%. She's just laying there. She tried to do the RVP header. Damn. Okay. I mean, depending how accurate her header is, we could sign her for Liverpool because she'd be better than Nunes. Pinder Shergill says Elliot is not good enough. Do you reckon, Pinder? I like Elliot. I like him. I think he's an intelligent player. He's a good passer. I think where he perhaps suffers is with respect to the kind of physical attributes. Like, he's not very tall, but he can't do anything about that. He's not very strong. I'd like Elliot to get a move just to kind of see how he does in another team where he's playing week in, week out. And then if he's really good, hopefully we can buy him back. Jason says, you look like Mo Salah. Yeah, I get that one a lot. I get Mo Salah. I get Ruben Amorim. I say as a joke, I'm just glad nobody has said Ange Postecoglou yet. And nobody has, so I'm taking that as a compliment. Like, no one's you look like Ange, mate. You look like Ange. Get up the pitch, mate. Get up the pitch. Like, no one's actually said Ange. Maybe I tend to do less exercise in the summer because it's so hot and I just don't wanna. So maybe at the end of the summer I look like Ange. MMA says, you seen the Martin Hardy Isak reports tonight? No. Should we have a look? I've not heard of this. Interesting. And Newcastle ready to break the club wage structure to keep Isak. Okay, that to me says that is smoke, isn't it? That's smoke. And there's no smoke without fire. So Liverpool are probably trying. Because if Liverpool weren't interested, why would you need to break the wage structure for a player? So that to me says that I think that's positive from a Liverpool perspective. Because in the sense that they feel not threatened, but they feel a bit anxious and they're like, oh no, we need to increase his wages to make him stay. I just realized I haven't set the timer. Let me just set that. So I think that's positive news from a Liverpool perspective. There you go. Johnny says, don't say I will send someone to your house, my blood bowl. Actually, I didn't say him, so I think we should be good. I'll not speak his name from now on. Sonny's top Real Madrid players. CR7, Casillas, Ramos, I forgot about him. Zidane, R9, Toni Kroos, Modric, Roberto Carlos, Pep, Fernando. What about like Morientes? Do you remember Fernando Morientes? He was good. Raul was good. Who else have Real Madrid had? Fernando Hierro. Is that who you meant there? I'm surprised Zidane is so far down, but it is what it is. Why even date? I have that thought after the end of most dates, to be fair. Bournemouth links with Bakayoko. Interesting. Are you happy about that? Are you sad about that? Are you lukewarm about that? How do you feel about that? Jasper Palmer says, Venezuela. How you doing, Jasper? Hope you're doing well. Johnny says, you're so old. I would say, yep, that's pretty accurate. Caden says, yeah, that'd be a nice move for him, to be fair. I think that'd be a nice move for him. Elliot, sorry, a specific player at Bournemouth. I think that we're not allowed. Durwood's favorite player is Elliot, so we're not allowed to. We're not allowed to say specifics about Elliot potentially leaving. But from the perspective of said player, and again, I didn't say his name. From the perspective of said player, I think it would be a good move for said player because he'd play week in, week out, and he'd also stay in the Premier League. So maybe he kind of bulk up a bit physically, and I think he can add value to the Cherries as well. I never thought about that, and you got a bit of money as well now. You got a bit of money with these outgoings, so yeah, it could happen. AFC Dave says looks nothing like Salah. Yeah, I don't think I look anything like Salah, other than having vaguely the same kind of skin color and also a beard. but it's okay. It's all right. Has K said Wirtz will be the next Timo Werner. Well, that will be hilarious if that ends up happening. I can either laugh or cry. I choose to maybe laugh instead. Spenny says, what year is your Liverpool shirt from? Let me see if I can check that for you. Let me see. It's the 89 91 home. So back in the day, kind of back in the day, home kits were for 2 years. I still remember when home kits were for 2 years because clubs were not so obsessed about making money all the time. But yeah, 89 91 home kit. Bino Gittins to Chelsea is almost done, says RB20. Interesting. How do you feel about that? Are you excited about the signing? It looks like you are excited. He's a good player. Good player. Because if you think about kind of Chelsea's options, I think you've sent Sancho back. You didn't kind of want Sancho anymore. I think Mudrik's looks like he's going to be banned, and yeah, it should be a good option. Would he be on the left then? So would Neto be on the right? Would Gittins be on the left, and then would you get another striker for the middle, or would you play Delap in the middle? Douglas says, "Go Benfica." You are going. You're doing quite well here. You're doing quite well. You're 1-0 up. I don't want to jinx it because Bayern just are in your box now. They fit it over. But yeah, man, Benfica doing well here. They are showing them up. Caden's very excited about it. Good to hear. Gittins will be good for us if he joins. Yeah, I think he'll be an improvement. He'll make you more dangerous. Add a bit of pace up front. So yeah. Chelsea, I think Chelsea are looking good for next year. I think in terms of kind of next year, who's looking good at the moment? I think Liverpool, Chelsea, and potentially also Newcastle. Johnny says, I look like someone. I'm fairly sure I know who this is. I don't look like this person. But again, I'll take it. Good enough. African Daddy says, hello, son. Hello, African Daddy. Hope you're well. Douglas said hi. Hi, Douglas. Sunny says, has K, even a Timo Werner version of Wirtz will be better player than Penaldog. At least he's in Europe and not in the Desert League. Very true. At least he's in a top league. Johnny says, what a match. It's so good. What a match. I mean, you've probably seen more of it than I have, to be fair. I don't know what's going on. Is Thomas Muller still playing? Apparently he's up front. He's 400 million years old at this point, but he's up front. Who's that number 26? It's Dahl. Okay. This player called Dahl. Ooh, Benfica bringing some subs on. Prestiani and Shelderup are going off. Koku and Antakoglu are coming on. Very nice, very nice. Johnny says, give Muller a bear, he'll score 15 goals. When will he retire? But he's a legend who respect what his club means. Unlike Penaldo, I was worried there would not be a unlike Penaldo there. I was like, hold on, are we being shortchanged? Who goes to cry in Piers Morgan interview? Poor Penaldo. That Piers Morgan interview was weird. I appreciate that phrase applies to most things. Johnny said a comment that I can't read out, but I appreciate the sentiment. J Fan says, "Me sure." How you doing, J Fan? Hope you're well. Is that the Salah? That's the Salah contract signing as your picture. Very nice. You support Liverpool. Yeah, good to hear, man. Good to hear. I think is Salah your favorite player? Then I take it. And if he is, that's a good choice. Johnny says, bro, show my comment. Bro, if I show your comment, it's going to get reported and then someone's going to take it down. So I cannot. Oh my God, is that Harry Kane? That is Harry Kane. Mohammed Khan says, yes, bro, what's good? Yeah, usual. Surviving in the heat, just about. But yeah, all good with me. How's things with you? Hope you're well. Sonny says, me support Penaldo failures. And guess what? He rarely disappoints me because he is such a failure. I got a question. Did the Penaldo hatred, did that start when he went to Real Madrid? I presume that's when it started. But I'm curious otherwise. Yeah, J Fan scene is seeing what the streams are like. They are not particularly formal, but I think that's a good thing. I think that's a good thing. It's just pretty laid back. I can't read that one out, Johnny, because then someone's gonna report it, and then I'm gonna get a strike, and I don't want a strike on my account. Mohammed says, come on, bro. We're able to survive this heat. It's nothing compared to Pakistan. That is true. My excuse is the houses in England. They're built in such a way that are designed to kind of keep the heat in. That's my excuse at the very least. Jay Fanzine supports Liverpool, which you made a very good choice there. You made a very good choice. I think Salah's your favorite player because I think your picture is when Salah signed the new contract, as in the latest new contract that he did a month or so ago. So yeah, good choice. Sonny says, nah, it started when he said he's the best player in the world. Like which world? Planet Krypton? The thing is, well, Planet Krypton is where Superman's from. So if Ronaldo said he's the best player of that world, it would be even more obnoxious than saying he's the best player of this world. Because people from Krypton can fly. Ooh, where's it go? Go by Kimmich. But I think it's been disallowed. Johnny says, okay, just because you're my favorite streamer, no one will say I'm glazing him. To paraphrase what Johnny was saying, he was saying his favorite video is of Ronaldo having a terrible time. Put it that way. Poopinaldo, you're always the last poop. That comes at the end of my time. Oh god. I should really read the whole message before reading it out. He's from Jupiter. Could be. Is Jupiter exactly. Even then, I was like, I'm not reading all of that out. So when you make Johnny say what the hell, that's when you know you've said something crazy. When you make Johnny Bravo say what? Jay Fanzine says you best player. I appreciate the support. Sunny says, and Planet Krypton is a fictional world. Maybe he's a fictional character. I didn't think of that. That's a nice little spin on it. Fake world, fake character. Yeah, goal was disallowed, wasn't it? Kimmich tries a ball over. Yeah, Company needs. Vincent Company. He's on my diet, I think. Where's Musiala? He's on the bench. Let's see if he comes on. Sunny says, speaking of this match, what is going on here? I have absolutely no idea. To be honest with you. I've been reading through comments about Ronaldo. I've been reading through comments. If I could put like one eye on the comments which are on this side and then one eye on the match that was on that side, then I'd be good. But I've barely been able to watch the match, which is okay because the comments are always better than the match, to be honest. But from what I can see, Benfica are 1-0 up. Bayern are trying their hardest, but are just not quite getting through. Bayern are very high, So Benfica are pushed back into their box, if that makes sense. I reckon Bayern might get a goal, to be fair. I reckon they might get one. But let's see. Yeah, Bayern, the thing is, right, Benfica have got 15 players in the box, which is quite interesting considering they've only got 11 on the pitch. And so Benfica, they're defending very, very deep. Bayern are trying their best, but Bayern are kind of forced just to do kind of long balls into the box, but they can't cross. So anytime Bayern do a cross, it just goes out. It's just the same thing over and over again. I'm in shock that Wirtz didn't want to join this team. I'm like, mate, you're missing out. You're missing out. Do you not want to join turgid, boring football under the leadership of Vincent Kompany? I guess not. Mozix Gaming says, what do you think about the new Liverpool signings? Very excited, to be honest with you. Really excited about Wirtz. Bayern just hit the post from like 2 yards out. Bayern ain't getting nothing from this game. Very excited about Wirtz. Kind of, I think, one of the best number 10s in the world. Very excited about Frimpong, his mate from Leverkusen. And also super excited about Kerkez. I think they're all players that will improve the team. I think the fullbacks in particular will inject a lot of pace into the team. Robertson was pacey back in the day, but he's a bit older now. So I think Kerkez will be a bit like Robertson when he was younger. So we'll have a lot more kind of energy running up and down the wings. And yeah, I think it's a pretty much like a 9 out of 10 start. And I think if we can just add a striker and a centre back, it will be like a 10 out of 10 window. I do think, and we were kind of discussing before, that I think there'll be a period of sales now, if you know what I mean. So I think Kerkez will probably come in tomorrow. And then after that, I think there'll be a period of sales. So like they'll sell Nunes, they'll sell... Unfortunately, they'll probably sell Elliott. They'll finalize the Kwanzaa deal. So I think after Kerkez gets bought, there'll be a bunch of sales. And then maybe a striker after that. But yeah, what do you think? And also, what kind of games do you play? I've noticed it says Mosix Gaming and there's like an Xbox logo. But yeah. Caden says, gave you a follow. Appreciate that, Caden. Appreciate the support and the kind words. Mozix says, Kerkez is a good Robertson signing. Yeah, he reminds me a lot of kind of Robertson when he was younger, to be fair. Just kind of rapid, good going forward, but also quite good defensively, to be fair. What I like about Kerkez is he's only 21. So he's still very, very young. So yeah, in some ways, we've replaced Robertson with Robertson, but I think that's okay. Jay Fancine says there's good signings. Yeah, the good signings. I typically I'm never particularly excited for preseason. I'm like, yeah, go on, just get on with preseason, man. Let's get to the proper football. But this is the first year that I remember. Sorry, they're just showing like referee cam, which is like they've got a camera on the referee, right? And it is showing like all the players running up to him, like that's pretty good. They should do that in England. But I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, super happy with the signings. Meza Army 03 Twitch says, what are your thoughts on Lampard as a manager, and do you believe he'll get Coventry promoted? I think Lampard's a good manager for in certain situations. So I think he did very well at Derby, but not so well at Chelsea. But I feel like the Coventry situation is kind of more similar to the kind of Derby situation. So I think Lampard's good when you don't give him too much money. But he's got like a good ability to kind of, I don't know if inspire is the right word, but like with kind of less, I don't want to use the word dramatic, but with less famous players, he's able to kind of cultivate a way of playing. So I think he definitely could kind of get them promoted. From a Coventry perspective as well, I think those players will kind of look up to Lampard, and so they'll kind of go further for him. Whereas with Premier League players, they probably wouldn't look up to Lampard as much because they'd see him more their equal, which is probably why it didn't work for him in the Premier League. But I think with kind of Coventry, I think it could go well. Just retire Penaldo, Pupinaldo and Trashanaldo, PPT, as he should be known. Milu says, and this is about Kerkez, because he's 21, he has such a high ceiling. Yeah, he doesn't play like he's 21. Like 21, I think 21 from a football perspective is still a bit like a baby to a certain degree. But he doesn't play like he's 21. He plays like he's a lot older. So to get a player who's that good, and is 21 and already has Premier League experience, it's a pretty good deal. Johnny says, Pupinaldo is the poof itself. He's the first piece, he's the last piece, he's every piece. What would you have had to have eaten the night before for Ronaldo to manifest, or do I not want to know? Johnny with his priorities in the right place. He says, I love the girl, but she was a Madrid fan, so I missed. Yeah, can't be doing that. It is accurate. It is a true story. I've said it in the past. Like, I was on like a dating app once, and she had like a Man United shirt on, and I was like, nah. So I understand. I understand the concern. Still 1-0 in this game. Benfica have had 3 yellow cards, so Benfica are giving it their all, should we say. I think Nunes might have cut his hair off. Bold Nunes, apparently. I don't know how I feel about that. I think it might suit him. I think it might suit him, to be fair. Having shorter hair. Johnny says, I eat Madrid. Ah, okay. Makes sense. You don't need to eat anything. Just watch his Euro 2016 final performance. He wasn't playing in the match. He wasn't the man of the match. Man of the tournament, I think. But acted like one. It's enough to give me diarrhea. Wow. Oh. I appreciate the consistency of the support. Zaran Arshad says Liverpool Mo Salah. Indeed. More importantly, your picture, Zaran, is that the PS2 game called Bully? Is it the character? No. Yeah. PS2 game, PlayStation 2 game called Bully. Is that the character in that? I think. I might be wrong. people losing their minds online about Kerkez not being announced today. Jimmy Hopkins, was that the name of the character? I never played Bully. Yeah. Yeah, Jimmy Hopkins. I never played that game, you know. Zaran says, no, it's me. Okay, never mind. My mistake. Johnny says that he was a breast, not a beast in that final. João Felix is better than him. I love the consistency of the Ronaldo hatred. Zaran says, I'm a troll. I just troll different lives. That's okay. We don't take ourselves too seriously here, as you can probably tell. SFC Joe 1 says EFL fixtures on Thursday. Very nice. What time the fixtures coming out? Like probably morning, is it? EFL fixtures. Could be lunchtime. Jay Fancy with the Mo Salah emote. Very nice. It only took me 20 minutes to make that, but I'm glad it's been used. Sunny says, I played Bully because I need the inspiration to bully someone Copenhagen. It all makes sense now. Just if you play Grand Theft Auto, does that mean you're going to steal his car? Johnny says, my life is a troll. I know the feeling. Agent says, yo, what's up? Yeah, nothing much. Usual, man. Usual. So watching the Benfica versus Bayern game whilst hoping that it's not going to be too hot tomorrow. That's generally how my life's going at the moment. But yeah, how about you? SFC Joe said 12, I think, yeah, should be out around lunchtime. AR says, you know everything about Liverpool FC. I wish I did. I know some things. I supported them for like 25, 30 years. So I know some things. I definitely don't know everything. I wish I knew more. Okay, Felix is not better than Penaldo. Penaldo is better than 99% of footballer. Just behind the likes of Pele, Maradona, and of course, the GOAT Messi. Agent says, why are people disrespecting Ronaldo? They are Barcelona fans, so they are not the biggest Ronaldo fans. But it's all quite light-hearted, should we say? Johnny says, Sonny, you're getting a legal notice from Pupanaldo. Ooh. I think Bayern Munich are going to need a legal notice to remember how to score because they have not looked very good. Agent says he's literally good, and I would like to see people play better than him. I think that's a fair point. A fair point from Agent. Harry Kane looks like he's lost like a yard of pace. Is it just me? Maybe he's tired from the season, but I swear he was a bit quicker at Spurs. Johnny says, Sonny, get your lawyers up. Well, Sonny was saying earlier that he has Man City's lawyers, so I think Sonny should be okay. Sonny has has 115 different lawyers, so. But also some good advice from Johnny, can't lie. Well, here's the response. Sonny says, agent, you're not a cooler. And when did I disrespect? When it's just that sentence. When did I disrespect Penaldo? You know what I mean? It's like that sentence alone. If you think about it, probably answers it. I said he's better than 99%, but the fact he thinks he's better than Messi is BS. Enough for me to do seppuku. What's a seppuku? That sounds like an anime thing. Is that like a Naruto thing? What is a seppuku? Oh no, it's seppuku. It's a Japanese harikiri. Oh, good. Johnny says, João Neves versus Pedri versus me versus you versus Sonny. Well, if I'm in this match, I was gonna say, provided I don't come in last place, I'm happy. I'll take second last place. Second last. Is this 5 people in this situation? Neves, Pedri, me, you, Sonny. Yeah. Provided I come fourth, I can. I'm good. I'm happy enough for that. I mean, let's be honest. João Neves and Pedri are gonna be in position 1 or 2. Johnny still plays football. So I think Johnny will be in position 3. So I think position 4 and 5 is between me and Sonny. I think Sonny might be younger than me, so then I probably will end up last. But that's life. That's life sometimes. Benjamin Patterson said, dude, big fan. Appreciate that, Benjamin. How you doing? Hope you're well. Hope you've had a fine weekend. Of course, it's not the weekend anymore. It's Mondays, and Mondays are terrible, but hope you're doing well. Will Bayern get a consolation goal? I don't know. Do I care? Not really. Sonny says we will lose, but just change the opponents to Penaldo alone. I will take my American license and drop a son on him. Well, that sounds like a sensible approach. I can't lie. Sounds very sensible. Yeah, Benfica are just kind of holding on for dear life here. Just thinking, yeah, if we just defend as deep as we can, we've just got to hold on for another 10 minutes. And then we'll be good. Johnny says, Sonny, we have proof you're going to jail and your cellmate will be Johnny, as in you. But then what crime have you committed, Johnny? Number 1. And number 2, how have you arranged to be in the same cell? But yeah, I'm more curious as to what crime you committed. The Isak news is kind of hotting up, you know. The Isak news is kind of hotting up. Ape Tuja says 1 shawarma, please. I can get you, but do you want lamb or chicken? Okay. I was just gonna ask about the sauce, and that's a good choice. extra garlic sauce. But you need like a bit of chili sauce. Need a bit of chili to balance out the garlic, no? And lamb shawarma over chicken shawarma every time. Like lamb shawarma with garlic sauce, chili sauce, and salad. Can't beat it. Sonny says that people assume just because I call him Penaldo, I'm disrespecting him. But those same people say he's the best penalty taker. So he is Penaldo. Cry me a river Penaldogs. Ah, I see. So you're saying Penaldo from the perspective of people say he's a great penalty taker. Therefore, he's Penaldo. I hear ya. This is Nunez's new. I think it looks good. I think that suits him. The short hair. I think that looks good on him. My free kick bounced off the post and hit a granny. I hope she's okay. You never know. She might have controlled the ball and passed it back. Johnny says Nunez's wife is a 10, but what if she told you, Johnny, that she supported Real Madrid? Would that alter your opinion? Ballon d'Or season coming next year for Nunez. Yeah, I think it's more likely that Krypton is real, that we were talking about earlier. Then she's a 0. Damn. So if she supports Real Madrid, she goes down from a 10 to a 0. Like not even to like a 5. Not even to like a 5 or anything. Like you're like, nah, straight up 0. Johnny must have learned his free kick technique from Penaldo. He is Penaldo, not free kick Naldo. That's a fair observation on the accuracy of free kicks here. With Leon getting sold, there's a strong chance that Malik Fofana will also be available for transfer. I mean, Malik Fofana on a cut price deal. Who says no? Oh, she died, right? So that's why you're in prison. I see now. That's why you're in the prison cell with Sonny. Makes sense. So you committed murder. Sonny disrespected Ronaldo, and they've put you in the same cell. I mean, crazy things have happened. J Fan Scene, it says Kerkez signed a contract till 2030. Yeah, saw that earlier, which is good. Five-year deal. 5-year deal. Encouraging. I think people are getting a bit restless that it hasn't been officially announced, and I understand it to a certain degree. But I think I reckon they'll probably announce it tomorrow. What do you think? R.I.P. Random Granny. R.I.P. indeed. Sunny says, I got to go. Bye. Adios. Sayonara. And Penaldo, how dare you compare your insignificant existence to the realm of Messi's greatness? Penaldo will go to... Penaldo will go to hell and look it up and look up at the heavens of football. You will find Messi. Fair enough. Yeah, that is. These goodbyes are getting more poetic every time. But yeah, appreciate you, Sonny. You always make me laugh with the silly things that you say, but they're good. Bye. My hatred for this stream is done. No worry. We look forward to the next hatred. Take care, Sonny. Johnny learnt it from me, apparently. I don't know about that, but if that's what he's saying, we have to take his word for it. Johnny says bye to his brother. Good to see that. Sesko or Gyökeres, says Jay Fanzine. Probably Sesko. Gyökeres, I'm convinced, is a product of his environment. Sesko looks a bit more raw. Sesko looks like he has a higher ceiling, and he looks like he's got a bit more about him. Wasn't Gyökeres at Coventry or something, but didn't do too well. But yeah, Sesko for me. How about for you? Sunny says bye, Johnny. Keep hating Penaldo for me. I'm sure he will. Johnny asks, when is the next stream? Probably day after tomorrow. Probably Thursday. Most likely Thursday. 8 o'clock. Juventus versus Man City. I'll see how I feel in the morning. That's normally my level of professionalism. I'll see how I feel in the morning. Definitely Thursday. There's a small chance also tomorrow, but definitely Thursday. I don't know if you can see on Twitch, Johnny, but I do update the schedule when I know. But the scheduling on Twitch is a bit weird. Can't lie. I sometimes see it, sometimes not. Yeah, it's a bit. It's not the most user-friendly way of showing it. I think they need to work on that feature a bit and make it a bit more obvious. But yeah, definitely Thursday. Because Thursday, Juventus versus Man City. So we'll definitely do that one. Tomorrow there's Borussia Dortmund. Maybe I'll see how I feel in the morning. D says, yo bro, where you from? I'm from UK, England. How about you? Johnny looks like he is bashing his head on the keyboard there. Jay Van Seen says Isak to Liverpool. I can't lie. It's the rumors are kind of hotting up, because a lot of people are saying kind of what we were talking about earlier. Like why would Newcastle look to break their wage structure to keep him if they don't feel threatened that Liverpool want him? So kind of as we were saying earlier, no smoke without fire. But yeah, let's keep an eye on it. Johnny bashing his head on the keyboard again. Johnny has his phone in his pocket, judging by the next thing. Three minutes left. El Atracasol says CR7. Shoo. Yeah, I don't think Bayern are getting back into this, you know. Johnny says your streams are very touching. That's what he said, but I'm missing a word out. But he said, yeah, they're very touching. Good to hear. Good to hear. Guehi to Liverpool says Jay Fanzine. Has that changed in the last few minutes, or do you mean just generally? Yeah, it looks like just generally. It'd be a good signing because kind of as we're saying with Kwanzaa going, basically getting Guehi in for the same price. Can't really complain. That's an upgrade and a half. And Guehi's only 24. I thought he was a lot older, but he's not. So that would be a smart bit of business. A smart bit of business. If you can get that one over the line. Polar opposites here. Johnny says FCR7, but then Zach Young says Ronaldo. Which Ronaldo? CR7 or Ronaldo R9? That is the question here. If Bayern end up losing this, it'll be so funny. Kane just had a free header but headed it wide. Jay Fanzine says CR7 is GOAT. Oh my god, that's full time. Benfica have shown levels. Johnny disagrees in the most respectful way. Cool. 1-0. that Schlelder up goal in the 13th minute ended up being the only goal. But life be like that sometimes. But anyway, that's that game all done with. I will definitely be back on Thursday. Small chance I'll be back tomorrow. Have a great night, says Durwood. You too. Have a great evening. Take care. Johnny says, buy goats bros before Blandos. 100%. Jay Vanzine says, Nunes bold. Yeah, apparently he's bold. But I think he looks a lot better bold, if I'm honest. I think it suits him. But it is what it is. I got the picture here in case anyone's in it. But yeah, bold Nunes. Bye. Here I go. Yeah, take care, Johnny. All the best. But yeah, bold Nunes. But anyway, I'm going to go now. Go outside because it's finally cooled down a bit. As I said, might be back tomorrow, but we'll definitely be back on Thursday. So yeah, hopefully see some of you guys then. Take care, guys. Have a nice evening. And yeah, see you soon.